It all started when I was a really straight A student in my childhood, but it wasn't the case and it didn't stay the same through mid school and high school. But people believed otherwise, that I still was that straight A student. And so things led to this path of everybody believing that I was so capable that med school would be a piece of cake for me, or I'm best suited for that path. And also because of me not being exposed to a lot of things and my whole family being in the medical profession, and so me getting the only exposure of the medical profession and only a few roles, I only thought about, man, this job gives you respect and pays you a lot, so yeah, that's the best thing I can do. And so I got into med school, but before I got in, one of the biggest red flags that was, it wasn't financially viable for my parents. But since it is such an honored thing and such a golden ticket for any child, they went out of their way, and I don't know how they managed it. They managed to get me into the med school. But as soon as I got in, I'd say within, it took me a month to adjust, and within the second month, it, like every single mindset that I had in my mind built around the medical field and how the life of a doctor is, how the role of a doctor is, and what exactly the journey of a person from being a med student to a doctor goes like. Everything literally shattered before my eyes, and it was basically like a curtain reveal moment for me. And I just couldn't begin to accept that whatever I was processing and what all my thoughts were, it was like, hell, this is not how I imagined it to be or how I wanted it to be, because I thought of all the glamorized thing around Medfield and what all it gives you. It was just a complete moment where everything started to fall apart. And for some time, I thought it wasn't a problem, and even my parents, they told me that, yeah, it's a you problem, so just bear with it. With time, it'll pass and it'll get better. You'll adapt, you'll learn. So get your head in the game. And I genuinely tried. I tried my best, but things turned out so badly that I was literally suffocating in that environment, and seeing people struggle with their lives and them even dragging their family members or loved ones in the process, seeing that firsthand, I don't know, maybe it gave me a different perspective of, I knew all these things existed. I mean, I've seen this around in my house, but this isn't how I wanted my life to be. Like every day waking up, I don't want to see all those things. I do not want to go inside a room full of energy that it's going in a weird direction for some people. So I'll skip this part and let's just say the midlife ate me out and what my future goals were. It definitely would be a really big hurdle that I cannot pass if I continue down this path. And so even with my parents revolting, breaking down themselves in the process when I told them that that's it, I'm done here. There is no chance in hell that I'm going to continue. They really literally took it too hard, and it was a shock to them as well. It was a shock to me, but the only difference was that I came to an acceptance and a stage of acceptance and moving forward in a healthy amount of time, and they still aren't able to move ahead. And so they are struggling in a lot of ways, and it made me struggle in a lot of ways as well. And I mean, I don't know if I should be telling, but yeah. I don't know if I do like this, people understand what it means. Maybe the video got restricted. So things even went to this, things even went to this bad of a situation. And yeah, this was a final moment, and maybe like an ultimatum that my parents won't get behind my ears about me continuing there and me drowning their money and because a lot of money was already invested, but at least I saved the bigger amount that was to be invested in it. And yeah, that amount, I don't really think they could have managed that by themselves in the first place without literally selling themselves off. And so now I'm at a really peaceful state, at least with myself. I'm working with, getting myself back on track, finding out what I want to do next. I mean, I already have, and just basically getting my life back on track, eating healthy, sleeping on time, working out, being in an environment, or at least making an environment livable around me so that it doesn't eat me up. And even in this stage, people are punishing me, and they are, let's be specific, not people, but my parents, they are kind of like punishing me of shattering their dreams, and now they are not that helpful in what I want to do ahead. And so because of no financial, or basically financial, the biggest one is the financial, but aside from financials, there are a lot of things that I need aid in, but yeah, there's no way that I can get it from anyone now. And so it's time to be independent now and stop relying on even your own parents. I mean, how long do you think you can do that? So yeah, I'm on a spree right now to, the first and foremost thing is to gain even the least amount of financial independence. That'll be like my number one goal of 2026 that I want to achieve, and which I will. A lot of it has also been about getting a positive mindset. Even you are literally sitting inside a fire pit where there's endless hellfire burning. It wouldn't stop. You just have to learn to carve your way through it, and in a way that you don't get burned. And so I'm just doing that, and I'm really at a good state right now, and I'm figuring things out, and I have almost figured out things, but given my constraint, I need to learn how to work around them and get the best out of what I can bear with, or let's just say get the best out of ways that I have left. And yeah, it's not ending for me anytime soon. It's just that a different chapter of my life has started. A new arc for me has started. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. If anyone asks me if I have any regret now, I mean, everybody, like each and every single person that I've met so far regarding this discussion of me leaving med school has told me that, believe us, you'll definitely regret it, this decision of yours in the future. And I'm like, there's no chance in hell that I've regret my decision ever in my life. I mean, regretting is up to me, right? Not the others. Because obviously they haven't lived what I lived through, and obviously they wouldn't live for me or do my work for me. And so now I'm at a stage of not giving a shit to what others say, think, or have their perception about me. And that's the biggest lesson I've learned so far in this journey.